So I found a killer book while I was in Chelsea, Michigan, mountain biking. So being creative has not been one of my strong suits in life, but I've always been jealous of those who are creative. I always assumed that creativity is something you're born with and not something that you can learn. So while I was in the bookstore, I found this book, which is called Big Magic, written by Elizabeth Gilbert, who also wrote Eat, Pray, and Love. And there's three things in this book that really stood out to me. And the first one is this idea that creativity isn't something that you find within yourself. A creative idea essentially lives in the ether, and it's up to us to find it. I want to read a portion of what she says about creativity. I believe that our planet is inhabited not only by animals and plants and bacteria and viruses, but also by ideas. Ideas are a disembodied, energetic life form. They are completely separate from us, but capable of interacting with us, albeit strangely. Ideas have no material body, but they do have consciousness, and they most certainly have will. Ideas are driven by a single impulse, to be made manifest. And the only way an idea can be made manifest in our world is through a collaboration with a human partner. It is only through a human's effort that an idea can be escorted out of the ether and into the realm of the actual. I had never heard that before, and even if it isn't absolutely, completely, concretely true, it's an awesome way to think about it. Especially coming from somebody who's not terribly creative. If I just put myself in the right place at the right time in the right frame of mind, I might be able to grab an idea out of the ether and bring it into the reality. That's pretty cool. I think the second idea that really spoke to me is that whatever we create, it doesn't have to change the world. Creators or artists have this innate desire to use their art as an opportunity to change the world. And she talks about in the book that just do it because you love it. Do it because maybe it'll help heal yourself. Do it because it may change your perspective. But don't try to change the world with your art. Just try to use it to entertain and maybe heal you in some way, shape, or form. And the third thing that really spoke to me in this book was this idea of creating something authentic. You know, I think in this modern age with YouTube and pretty much everybody having a YouTube channel, including me, you tend to look at analysis and other things in your YouTube channel and try to find what other people like, what other people want, what interests other people, and then you create content for that very reason. And I can honestly tell you, in my life, I work a full-time job, and honestly I'm not a big fan of what I do. Making videos and editing videos is something I enjoy doing. So the last thing I would want to do is to create content for somebody else. And I love that. I think creating content because you love it is what's most important. And if other people love it, great, but if they don't, they don't. I love the process of making videos. I love editing and creating things like that. Not great at it, just started, but I do enjoy it. So ultimately, this book gave me hope. Hope that maybe I would find other avenues of creativity, that as long as I keep pushing forward and looking for creative ideas, as long as I'm authentic and as long as these things make me happy, then I'll always enjoy it. And it doesn't matter whether I make a living at it or that other people love it. As long as I love it and I find satisfaction in it, then that's all that matters. And if anything else ever happens because of it, that's just a bonus. And I think that's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something out of this. And if you're looking for ways to be creative and you're not very creative, maybe consider grabbing this book. I think there's a lot of other stuff in this book that is relevant to creativity, obviously, but these are the three things that really stood out to me. So yeah, if you like to read, you want to be creative, and want to be entertained, this is probably the book for you. Thanks.